Hey guys, what's up? George Kringas here, and welcome back to Chef HD. So what the hell is Pastitsio anyway? Well, it's basically just a Greek lasagna. Alright guys, so here we are, back in Mama's kitchen, where my love for Pastitsio first began. She's going to show us how to make the traditional version here. Layers of tube macaroni mixed with an aromatic meat sauce. There's my daughter. She loves this stuff. And then capped off with a creamy bechamel. The cinnamon and nutmeg in this dish really stand out to me. We sprinkle it with a little Parmesan, a little smoked paprika, and then off it goes into the oven at about 375 until golden brown. Boom. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make that Greek staple, but I'm going to put my own little twist on it, and I think you guys are going to love it. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Let's start cooking. Alright guys, so step one, the meat. So I chose to go with a boneless short rib here, but you can use any cut with a lot of connective tissue and fat. I think a leg of lamb or shanks would be a great option as well here. Look at that marbling. So first we cut the meat into large chunks like this. And then we want to cut it into small cubes. That's the size we're looking for. A little salt, a little pepper. So now we got our meat cut up, seasoned with salt and pepper. We're gonna brown it off. So we want the oil super hot in the pan, okay? We want a little bit of smoke coming out before we add the meat in, and we don't want to overcrowd the pan either. So be patient. I'm gonna do it in batches because my pan's too small. And have fun. Turn on your fan. No, seriously though, turn your fan on because it does get a little smoky. Crack a window, do what you gotta do. And you can see I'm not overcrowding here. We want to get a nice char on each side of this meat. Just like that. That's good. And this is our second batch. Yum. Alright, now our veg. Start with one onion. Do a nice little rough chop on the onion. One carrot, nice dice as well. And then one celery stick. Same way. Practice those knife skills. Alright, mix them up into a bowl. Get them ready. And for our spices, we got cinnamon sticks and bay leaves. Right into the same pan where we cooked our meat. Little dash of salt. If you need to, add a little bit of the grease from the meat. So we want to cook this veg down, get a nice caramelization going on. And then when we get to where we want, we deglaze with a little red wine. Add the meat back in with all the juices. Mix that in. Add your tomatoes in. You can use crushed here as well, but I have the whole peeled tomatoes. Bring that to a light boil and put the lid on. Oh, hey. So that was pretty easy. We're gonna let this cook off for about maybe 4 hours, nice and slow. Let that meat kind of fall apart. Once you get used to doing this process, you can do a lot of other things. We'll be back in a little while. I'm gonna taste this once it's ready. Can't wait. All right, so we're gonna make our own pasta here. So you want to create a nice little well in there, drop your eggs in the middle, Use a fork, mix it all together. Keep going. Slowly incorporate the flour from the sides there. Now use a scraper, get all that excess flour and mix right onto the ball of dough. Now we want to start kneading our dough. Just watch my hands here. I like this camera angle. You can see with one hand I'm pushing the dough into the center, and then with the other hand I'm folding it over, just pressing down firmly. It starts off as a shaggy mess, but as you go, the texture starts to come together just like that. Keep going, we're not ready. If you need to, just add some extra flour. This dough has to be pretty firm, all right? So keep going, it starts to get a little smoother here. Oh yeah, we're just about ready. Look at that bounce. Yep. And look at that bounce. The dough's starting to bounce back. Cover that bad boy up with some saran wrap. Now the dough's got to rest, so we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour or two. Okay, so now it's time to form the noodles. I'm using this like stand mixer attachment. I've never used it before, so this was a first for me. It's like a hopper kind of thing, but be patient. It takes a little time, but the noodles came out beautiful. Make sure to check out our website, chefhd.tv. Pick up some cool merch. Support the site. We always appreciate it. All right, now let's get back to cooking. Oh, mama, look at that. You get the cinnamon, you get all that goodness, man. I love short ribs. Okay, last but not least, the bechamel. Equal parts butter to flour. We got 200 grams of butter, 200 grams of flour, got our nutmeg, a half a gallon of milk, and that's it. Melt down the butter. Yeah, all that, get in there. Add your add your flour in slowly and mix it in. You don't want any clumps here. Turn down the heat a little bit. Now time for your nutmeg. And slowly whisk in the milk. Get all those clumps out. And once everything's incorporated, just add the rest of the milk in there. And keep whisking away. This is on low heat. You don't want it to brown, you don't want it to stick to the bottom. See it's starting to thicken up here. Again, a little more. And now the parm. There you go. Nice and cheesy. And that's what we're looking for right there. Look at that. Now the layering. The noodles first. Top it off with a good amount of meat. Mix it in. And then finish with a nice layer on the top of the pasta as well. And evenly distribute the bechamel towards the center, and with a rubber spatula kind of push it to the sides and the edges. And I'm using a fork here to get the bechamel like kind of into the mix there. We want it to mix in a little bit. A little smoked paprika, and let's cook this bad boy. Voila. Alright guys, so we got the Pastitsio nice and rested, and we're ready to cut into this bad boy. Let's do it. Alright, so it's a big pan. It's a very big pan. We're gonna cut it in half first, the long way. Oh yeah, that's perfect. little Parmesan. Some parsley. Got these big, beautiful pieces of meat in there. As you can see. That's what we're looking for. That's why I wanted to try the short rib. I thought it would be pretty cool. Some bechamel, some pasta. It's a perfect pasticcio. Alright guys, that's my pasticcio. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at chefhd TV. We have a really cool episode coming up next week. I'm really excited about it. We actually traveled for this one. So make sure to turn on your notifications, and I'll see you soon. Peace.